Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryan Fazzi here from Team Saul. Just got top 14 at Danbury's regional. What'd you play today?
I played PK Fire.
PK Fire. How was your matchups today?
It was pretty good. A lot of blue eyes, and this deck's really strong against blue eyes right now.
You really think so? Let's see this then.
Alright, we have 3 Terratop, 1 Takum Tomborg. If you play me, I always open this. Trust me, that's all my teammates.
He always has that thing. Always!
1 Torguide, pretty standard. 3 Skarm, 3 Farfa. It's a necessity having Farfa at 3 in this deck. It's too good right now. Cypher Dragon and all the other nonsense rank 8s with materials are really, really strong. And Farfa just takes care of everything. 1 Seer, 1 Graph.
How do you feel about that Sarah one?
It still works. It works.
You still
Yeah,
got
a
your
little
loop?
less consistent. Still got the loop. Loop is really strong. It's helped me out in time quite a bit. Loop is still freaking strong. 1 Barbar. No Barbar wins by game this regional. 1 Calcab. Really good. 1 Alick. This card's definitely came in clutch a few times. Galaxy Soldiers, Blue Eyes, they tend to make Infinity. So if I Farfa them, they do lose their material, but the next turn they're going to take my shit. So if I go Alick instead, I negate their effect or force the negation out, and that can attack over the Infinity.
Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice.
Pretty standard. 1 Gloves, 2 Cloak, and 3 Boots. I wouldn't change the ratios. They worked perfectly at this regional. Two Maxi.
Yeah, I mean that Max C, son.
Yeah, even though Blue Eyes likes to go second most of the time, I still like having Max Z, just make them put pressure. Well, every time I went against a Blue Eyes player, I either did it off the resolution of Melody, or I hit it right away when I had an established board. So it definitely helped out this regional quite a bit.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty standard, 3 Twin Twisters. You
Broken.
never minus
this
in
card
this
is
deck.
broken.
Nuke that back row. 2 Allure. I don't want to play the 3rd. Even drawing cards is always good, but that banish 1, unless I'm banishing a Phantom Knight of a Levier play, it's not that good, so 2 is just enough. 1 Rhoda, search out the Phantom Knights. 1 Foolish, pretty standard, send a BA to Grave or Phantom Knight. Set up my combos. And my MVP of the regional, Mass Change 2.
Whoa, what are you doing with this card in there?
So every time I played a Blue Eyes player, which was most of my matchups, I played all Blue Eyes except for 1 Cosmo and also 1 of my mirrors. So this card, every time I got in a Dark Law plus a Fogblade, I was winning the game. No matter what, every single time. There was only 1 game where I established a Dark Law on board that I did lose, and that was actually in round 7. He draw the Twin Twisters, hit my Vanities, then he was able to out it with
Joe Bogley, right?
Yep.
He drew that Twin Twisters out of Part of Desires.
Yes, he did. Really,
that
really
was some
lucky
thing.
Alright, and we got 3 Fiendish Chains. Really, really awesome card. Last round of the regional, I went against a guy. He farfed my Beatrice, and we literally sat there for like 5 minutes getting a ruling on something, and he ended up being completely wrong. He was saying on attack declaration, I can't chain Fogblade to stop his attack, but that's totally inaccurate. This came in clutch in that game because I stopped that attack and was able to win in time with light points.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
Also, the banishing effect obviously is really good. And 3 outplayed cards.
Outplayed. Why is this card outplayed, son?
I flipped this on the 1 Pendulum matchup that I went against, and I won instantly. Really good against Kieran and that deck. If I can establish this, I tend to win. I beat Blue Eyes every time I flipped it on. They can't set up their combos as fast. I'm just a little tad too fast for them. They can't trade in. They can't Pot of Desires on that first turn. And that gives me just enough time to hit them for game. And 1 Vanities.
Broken. That card just wins games by itself.
Oh, yes it does.
So how about your extra deck, sir?
Yeah. 3 survivals of the ban list.
3 cards should be better than a year ago.
My man Dante. Pretty self-explanatory. Hero of the deck. 1 Beatrice. Honestly, the deck still runs with 1. It's really good. It's a little you can't go OTK as consistent with only 1, but the deck still runs well. 1 Pimp Dante for the Beatrice. 2 Break Swords, pretty standard. And then some rank 4s. I got Dark Rebellion, pretty standard. Key Beetle, really good card. You know, lock Vandies, you win. Or lock Anti-Spell, you win. And my super spicy for this tournament, Rhapsody and Berserk.
Woo! How many times did you use this card?
Quite a bit. It was really funny, actually, because none of the Blue Eyes guys expected. So if a Blue Eyes player doesn't draw into their combo pieces, what they tend to do is set stone. And the last thing I really want to do is hit that stone and let them start their combos off. So what I usually did was I would make the break sword play pop itself, pop the stone, and then I would make this if I had a Dante or Beatrice. So I would remove 2, remove the stone, remove a Blue Eyes, or remove the returns, and then I would attach this to my Beatrice or Dante and having a really freaking strong card on it.
That's a pretty good tech, dude.
Helped me all day. Every time I resolved that, I also won.
Nice.
1 Levier, pretty standard. 1 Grand Pulse. 1 Nightmare Shark, came in clutch during time. And we need Topic Future. Also, my MVP again, Dark Law.
Dark Claw wins a lot of games right there.
Oh, yeah.
How about you cite that?
Alright. 2 Cycle Readers. I never got to resolve this effect, but the cool thing about this is it is a level 3, so I can exceed with it with the Phantom Knight stuff. I tended to send those away. If I didn't open it against a Blue Eyes guy and they would go number 95, I would just send those away along with the Maxi, so I don't lose too much.
Yep, I do the same thing. 2 Maxis, 1 Vela, get out of here.
2 Vela, didn't side them all day. I was afraid of maybe some random deck like Yosenju or maybe someone trying to play Monarchs, but I didn't need it. 2 Flying Sea. The only time I sided it was the mirror in the last round, and I seen it both in my last games. Had it twice against the guy. He was kind of upset that I had him.
You got salty, dude. That's the name of your team, Team Salt.
1 Fool Forbidden Chalice. This was to stop the Flying Sea plays. Almost everybody that went against me went the Cherry route. And this was just essentially used for that purpose. I only cited it once because the Metal Foe guy was using Flying Sea, but I didn't get to resolve it for its purpose, so I might cut this out if I got into another region.
Yo, it helps on Dweller too. Don't forget that, dude.
I only seen a few Pendulum guys.
Anti-spell works. Anti-spell works.
Anti-spell works. System down. I played 1 Cosmo. Didn't see this card. I didn't need it. I 2-0'd him.
Ooh.
2 Unwavering Bonds. Kieran kills this deck. This is my only out to Kieran. Seen it 1 time, I milled it, and then I used it on an Eccentric because they were going to pop it anyway, so I was like, okay, I'll just banish the Eccentric for them. 1 Mistress of the Gnomes. I seen it 1 time against my mirror. I didn't get to resolve it. Didn't need it. Probably would take that out too. I was kind of worried about the train matchup since it is the beginning of the year. And then another MVP card against Blue Eyes, Grave of the Super Ancient Organisms. Surprisingly enough, most people don't know what this did. So all level 6 or higher special summon monsters can attack or activate their effects. So all my stuff is rank 3. I do run Dark Law, but it never came up to the point where like I had this and Dark Law. Because usually if I had Dark Law, I won the game at that point.
And that thing is good against Cosmos, Blue Eyes, everything.
Mermails, the rank.
Oh, yeah.
This card is just so good. They can't activate their effects, so they have to go into their rank 8s. And then at that point, I usually had a Beatrice or something to out their rank 8s, like maybe a Fogblade or something, and put them in a really rough spot.
Yeah, it is pretty good, dude.
Yeah, so I went against Blue Eyes round 1. I beat him. He's the only one that cherried me the entire day. Round 2, I went against Cosmo, 2-0'd him. Round 3, I went against Brilliant Blue Eyes. I lost that match. Round 4, I would go against another Blue Eyes player. Round 5, what did I go against? I want to say, oh yeah, it was another Blue Eyes player. I beat him 2-0, had Dark Law, Vandy Lock, so he really hadn't much from there. Round 6, I went against Metal Foes. That was probably the best game I had all day. Really, really tough matchup. It came down to him flying see me at the end, but I had the anti-spell to stop him in time. And then round 7, I went against Joe Bogley with his Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Really, really good match. I beat him pretty good game 1 with anti-spell Dark Law. He really couldn't do much. Game 2, it was a grind. I decided to scoop with 11 minutes left because I thought he was going to win the match with what he had. And I was like, I'd rather not have a draw. I'd rather actually go out and try the game 3. In game 3, we were grinding pretty good. And at the end, I made a Beatrice. He had 4 Blue Eyes. I had a Beatrice plus a Speedroid. And I was leading him by 1,000 life points going into his last turn. And I was so focused on how I messed up making Beatrice instead of specialing Farfa, banishing one. He attacks my rest of my monsters. He can't attack for the rest of the turn because he had skill drain, so I wasn't worried about any of his XZs. But what I forgot after he attacked my Beatrice was that I could make Pimp Dante, and then I had a Dante underneath, so I could have added that Farfa, activate the Pimp Dante effect, send it for cost. I wouldn't get the draw effect, but I would get the Farfa effect to banish the last one to attack, and I would win the game that way.
Hey.
It frustrated the heck out of me that I missed it. It was tough. So round 8, I would go against my mirror. The guy was pretty mad about the judging, but
You got some soul on him. You got some soul on him.
Yeah, we are Team Salt. Yeah,
Anything else you want to do? Any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'm going to shout out to Jason for letting me use his deck. My team's awesome. A lot of practice against Blue Eyes. Josh and Rami did really well. Guys really helped me a lot.
That's pretty good, man. Hope to see you more times here.
Oh, yeah. I need to
See you
talk to him.
later.